Right, good afternoon everyone, and it's been a very long time since I've said this, but welcome to another video. If you are new, hit like, hit subscribe. The lifeblood of this channel has been taken away, unfortunately. I always go and watch non-league football or any football I can get to go and see. So when we're back, I will get back on that as soon as possible. So hit that subscribe button. Just quickly before we start, if you've still been working while this has been going on, thank you very much. And if you've not been working and staying at home, thank you as well. And any of you people who have been homeschooling, fair play to you. Well done. Keep up the good work. Brilliant. Anyway, I thought I'd just come on today and do a little quick video and just explain the state of football as I understand it at the moment for any of you who don't know, because we got some big news yesterday. So the last video I did on the channel was March the 13th, and it was a game featuring Budbrook St Michael's against Irchester United. So that was a good game. Go back and check that one out if you've been missing the football, and go back and have a look at any of the other videos. There's been some brilliant games this season, which has been brought to an unfortunate quick end. So the state of playing football at the moment, as I understand it, the non-league steps 7 to 10. The season has been ended. Now, they made a very quick decision on this. It came probably a week after all this began, maybe, or 2 weeks maximum. Most of the leagues decided they wanted to end the season. So they put their thoughts to the FA for ratification, and a board of 108 members decided to end the season immediately. They also decided to make the season null and void. There will be no promotions and no relegations. Now, this has angered quite a few, as you would imagine. Very quick decision, like I said. Be interested, leave your comments below. What do you think about it? There's nothing that can be done about it now. I think a lot of the clubs are under the impression that yes, finish the season, but come back with an idea of how to end the table, points per game or something similar. But they weren't given the choice. The FA just null and voided it. And like we said, no promotions or relegations. So quite a few angry teams, because two sides had already been mathematically promoted, and it's not going to happen from now. And there were a number of clubs in several leagues that many points clear, looking very likely to gain promotion, and it's been snatched away from them. So like I said, leave your comments below, let me know what you think, let me know your team, etc. I'll be interested to read what you think. The National League North and South, which is step 6 of the football pyramid, that season's been ended as well. They are awaiting a vote on how to end the season. There will be no relegations. The National League, which is step 5 of the football pyramid, the gateway to the EFL, that season has also been ended, and they are awaiting a vote on how to end the season there as well. Barrow are top of that league. They're waiting to see what happens with League 2 to find out whether anybody will get promoted. So on to League 2. Their season has also been ended. I believe they're in the process of voting on how to end it, or they may have already done it. I think they're going for points per game. If they use that, the way it works out, Stevenage are bottom, and they have asked for no relegation, and I believe the EFL have basically thrown that out the window and said that's not happening. So there is hope for Barrow. There will be playoffs, and currently in the playoffs it will work out that Cheltenham Town will play Northampton Town and Exeter will play Colchester. So there will be playoffs happening, even if they finish it on points per game. So there will still be promotions, hopefully. So moving on to League 1, this is an interesting one. Excuse me. They are voting on whether to continue the season or end it. Coventry and Rotherham are in the top two. So as it stands, they'll get promoted. But there's been a bit of shall we call it an unholy alliance. Oxford, Portsmouth, Fleetwood, Peterborough, Sunderland, and Ipswich have all been very vociferous that they want the season to continue. The first four I mentioned, Oxford, Portsmouth, Fleetwood, and Peterborough, currently occupy the playoff positions. Sunderland, I believe, are one place out of it, and Ipswich are down in 12th. But these are, with no disrespect to any of the other teams, these are the big clubs of the league. They've got the biggest fan bases, they bring in the most money, they've got the richest owners. So they are very vociferous in wanting to continue. Tranmere as well have been very loud in this. They want to continue because they occupy the final relegation place. So they're 3 points from safety and they've got a game in hand as it stands. So they really want to play on, but obviously there's not as much money down in League One apart from those teams mentioned. So not really sure which way it's going to go. If the season is ended, then there will be those playoffs, and it will probably be Oxford against Peterborough, and Portsmouth will play Fleetwood, and Tranmere unfortunately will go down. So we'll see what happens there, but that's how it is at the moment. The Championship, they are voting on whether to continue or to end the season, I should say. But I would imagine it's very likely to go ahead. You've got Leeds and West Brom sitting in the top two. If I was Leeds or West Brom, would I vote on to continue or just finish it and get promoted? But apparently Leeds and West Brom are very keen to continue. So then you've got the playoff positions. You've got Fulham, Brentford, Forest and Preston. And anywhere down to 12th, I believe Derby are in 12th. They're 5 points off the playoffs. So after what Villa did last season with a 10-game winning run, it's possible they could get into the playoffs. So you're looking at there probably 12 votes to continue at least. And obviously in the relegation zone, you've got Charlton, Luton and Barnsley. They're likely to continue vote to continue. So you've got 15 votes there. They only need 13 to continue. So I would imagine the Championship will come back. But now, on to the big news from yesterday. The Premier League will be back. The last game was on the 9th of March, and it was when Leicester absolutely battered the Villa. That 4-0 game, you may remember. I certainly remember. It nearly made me cry. So it will have been 100 days since football was stopped due to COVID-19, and they are looking at a return on Wednesday, the 17th of June. The first games to be played will be the games in hand, and that will be Manchester City against Arsenal and Aston Villa against Sheffield United. So that's what they are looking at. There was an interesting little thing they said, that all 92 games will be live and they will be broadcast on every single day of the week. So obviously this is to encourage fans not to go to the stadiums, because obviously fans are not allowed into the stadiums, unfortunately, at the moment. The Italian League is set to return on June the 20th, which is the weekend, the Saturday after the Premier League starts. The Bundesliga has been back for a couple of weeks already, I believe, and I don't think they've had any problems. So that's good news, looking good there. I believe the Spanish League is going to return next week, somewhere around June the 8th or 9th. If I remember rightly, correct me in the comments if you know better. This is all subject to government approval and a decline in the infection rates of COVID-19. So this June the 17th date has been earmarked, but it's obviously all down to everything running smoothly and going well, which it seems to be at the moment. So fingers crossed. Sky Sports will show 64 live games, and 25 games will be available to free to air. and one of those games includes the Everton-Liverpool Merseyside derby. It's yet to be decided whether games will be played home and away, or whether they will be at neutral venues. They are pushing for everybody to play in their own stadiums. That's what everybody wants. But if it's not possible, then they're going to have to come up with something else. I've just seen earlier, not long ago, on Sky Sports, a few games have been requested to be played behind closed doors. The Everton-Liverpool game is one. Manchester City against Arsenal, I believe, is another one. Man City against Newcastle. Manchester United against Sheffield United. Not 100% sure on those. Leave your comments if you know better than me. There will be matches every single day of the week, apparently. So this is going to be good if this is how it turns out. On a Monday, there will be a game at 8 p.m. On Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, there will be games at 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. And on a Friday, there'll be a game at 8 p.m. And Saturdays and Sundays are going to be a right festival of football if you're not working. Sounds brilliant, because on a Saturday, you're going to have a game at 12:30 p.m. There'll be another one at 3 p.m. So they're ending the 3 o'clock blackout on a Saturday. Obviously, when things are normal, everybody's meant to be going to the football at 3 o'clock on a Saturday, and so there's no live games allowed to be shown. But there will be from now, and there will be another game at 5:30 p.m. and another one at 8 p.m. And then on to Sunday, you're looking at your usual times that we're used to. There'll be one at midday, one at 2 p.m., one at 4:30 p.m., and another one at 7 p.m. So, excuse me, just take a little drink of Cherryade. Cheers, everyone. There will be a lot of football for us to watch if it comes back, fingers crossed. They have been doing extensive COVID-19 testing to get us to this position. I believe there's been 3 rounds of tests so far. They've carried out 2,752 tests and 12 of them have been positive. So that's a very low amount. I believe that's below 0.5%. And of those 12 positive tests, there have been no serious reported symptoms, thank God. So we're looking very good. There's also been a new rule suggested, which sounds like it's likely to come in to help in the prevention of injuries. They're on about doing 5 substitutions per match. So that may come in, and obviously the players may pick up more injuries than they used to because they've not played for so long, even though they're getting back into training now. I believe contact training began yesterday. I've seen some videos of it today. Everybody's getting stuck in and we're looking good. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching. I getting the buzz back for this now because I've been out of the game for so long. This lockdown has made me lazy, I will admit, but I've got myself a laptop. I'm trying to learn how to work it. I'm doing this video on the laptop right now, so hopefully it turns out all right. I began work yesterday on the season highlights because I accept now that my season is over because I'm not going to be going to any more games. So I'll begin the season highlights video and bring that to you as soon as possible. If you've got any ideas for any videos, then let me know what you want to see. Thinking along the lines of, do you want to see my top 10 favourite goals, or my top 10 favourite games of the season, top 10 grounds, anything like. If you've got any ideas, stick them in the comments, let me know, and I'll see what I can do. Yesterday, I had a very good chat with a gentleman called Dan, who runs a page on YouTube called Football Is, and that is what I want. So go and check him out, follow, subscribe to his channel. He's been keeping me going through this lockdown a bit, really. He's been doing a series of chats with groundhoppers. It's called Tales of a Groundhopper, and he invited me on yesterday, and I had a good chat with him about, obviously, ground hopping, going around all these grounds, the fans, the gate, you know, all that sort of thing. It was a good little chat, actually. So that video will be coming out sometime next week, I believe. So If you want to see that, then follow me on Twitter at CheesemanAVFC. It'll come up. I've tested it out, Craig Newton. Follow me, and you'll get to see the link for it next week. And also follow Dan on Twitter, and like I said, on YouTube. Football is, and that is what I want. And go back and check out some of his podcasts he's been doing. There's been some amazing stories from some of these people. I mean, there's one guy he went to Japan and basically dropped his wife off at the train station and decided he was going off to watch some football. And off he went for a whole weekend. And he managed to finish the last game by something like midday, catch a train, got back, caught a plane, and got back for work the following day. Incredible story. So go and check it out. So that's it. That's where we're at. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, hit like. It helps get this video out to more people. So if you could do that, that'd be brilliant. Like I said, if you're new, hit subscribe, because when we eventually get back to normal, I will be getting back to as many games as I possibly can and bringing them to you on this channel. Like I said, the season highlights will be available as soon as I can do them. Get your ideas in the comments for any other videos you might want to see, and I'll do my best to do them for you. Be quite happy, give me something to do. So yeah, hit like, hit subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and stay safe, everyone. See you in the next video.